box edition slash tutorial slash playthrough to show y'all your boy is still sick with the builds. This boy is still sick with the tutorials and bringing you awesome content. And this is episode 13. I don't know. I mean, I'm getting real kind of a little swagger with this YouTube. But for all those who support me, thank you and much love. Those who haven't got up on episodes 1 through 12, you ain't up on game. And I know that you know that I know that you want to make this channel grow and you want me to be a source of entertainment. So why don't you do yourself a major favor, smash that like button, smash that subscribe, smash that notification to let you know when I get new content coming in, because your boy is always going to bring you to up-to-date, the most up-to-date, even though this game is all up-to-date content ever. I'm going to be having soon a PC playthrough with my moderator, Purple Haze 72. And that's starting soon, and then this is going to be around the December month. We're going to be doing the Christmas takeover, town takeover, and we're going to be surviving on PC, which is a little bit more difficult, a little bit more training, but it's still going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit them likes, subscribe on both of our channels to let us know that you show your love and your support. While we get into this is December and this is the holiday time of year, so I'm still working on this playthrough, and we're working on a workbench, and we're going to be working on the horde base. It's getting real close to the time frame that I need to get ready for a horde night, and that's going to be recorded as well, and I'm going to show you how to survive it. I am going to show you I'm not going to put the cage defense with the pole defense, and I'm going to show you why, and I'm going to explain why. The reason why we're not going to do that is because of the mere fact that with the cage defense, it's kind of the same as the pole, but as I said, the cage does damage to a zombie coming into it, so you don't have that much to kill. The pole defense, you're doing majority of the damage with no external forces really with that. Oh, so I did get my workbench up. And this is... What was I doing? Okay. Boy, sometimes I forget get my head if it wasn't attached on. Okay, so it's 4 in the morning, it's 5 o'clock. I forgot what I was doing. That's the most, I think I was gonna make some tools. Let me check. I have 56. Oh yeah, I was gonna make some tools. So we're gonna make some iron tools. Now I must have spam craft. I must have showed you how I spam craft. And the spam craft got me up a little bit. I usually like to stop when green. I'll probably have to do some more later. But first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make an iron shovel. We're gonna make a fire axe. And we're going to make an iron pickaxe. And the reason why we're making these because they're gonna net me a little bit more resources when I'm out there. That's my weapons and my ammo. So let's put this here. Now you see I have no more wrench because A workbench takes a wrench and a hammer. Okay, so it's morning time. Good morning, everybody. So what we're going to do is go back to my horde base, my horde spot, which I think I cleared out a little bit. Gotta pick up some more wood on the way. And I'm gonna have to get clay. And stone. These small stones out in just random places are like pennies for your thought. Sometimes it just helps you out to pick them up. I don't know if they respawn or not, but that'd be an interesting fact to find out. So we're heading back to where we're going to do my horde base at, and I'll show you. The land should be a little bit clearer, like so. Okay. Now, generally, I don't like building on this patch right here. Is most places, if I was building directly on top of it, I would build on top of this. But I might have to bring some of this area back a little bit to give myself some room. Okay. So we got a nice shovel. We're just waiting for my fire axe to get done. And while that's waiting on that, I'm gonna bring this back a little bit. So I'm gonna cut this tree down, and then when it's time, I'm gonna show you how to make a regular farm, and I'm gonna show you how to make a tree farm, which is pivotal for a lot of stuff. Because after a certain point, axes, wood becomes only thing wood is for is firewood and making more tools. So I'm not going to go back this far because I'm looking at another brown patch, and that's a clay patch. And generally I don't like digging up clay patches around bases or horde bases because it leaves a place of, what is it? A place of vulnerability where zombies can potentially get in and damage area around it, which cause physics issues where things can collapse and everything. So we really want to be aware of that as well. Alright, so we got we have our, what is it? Excuse me, sorry. We have our iron pickaxe, we have our iron fire axe, which is going to net us a little bit more resources when we're trying to harvest trees and rock, which is very necessary. So I'm on day 5, beginning of day 5. And we're gonna start doing the necessary stuff to. Ooh, I need to go back and get something to drink. Do I have any water on me? No, I do not. Okay. Now, this is nitrate, which is good for fertilizer. I'll explain that on that late game, and good for making gunpowder. So you want to dig this stuff up, because when you start digging these little net resources up, which also tells you if I dig right straight down, that I might find, which I get into that a little bit later, about mining for resources and going to the ground. So I don't want these, they're not really eyesores. Oh, that's coal. But we don't want these for around our horde base when zombies are around. Plus I can flatten this land back. So we're going to get all this up. Then I'm going to have to get stone. And I'm also going to have to get clay. So I can make cobblestone for my cobblestone frames. Alright, so that's up. That looks a little decent. Now, first thing we're going to do, and how many I have? I should have enough to make. Let's just make all of it. 800, that's fine. Now, this is going to get my miscellaneous crafting up, but I'm going to make cobblestone frames. Now, in computer version, there's no such thing as cobblestone frames. There's cobblestone blocks, but in order to do that, you have to get make it out of flagstone. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to equip that to that spot, and we're going to mark out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we're going to mark out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, that seems to be good. But don't worry, I'm going to get rid of this tree. I might even get rid of this boulder. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now this is going to be the frame of my cage. This is going to be the frame. But before I start anything else, let me go back and get something to drink. Because my character's over here huffing and puffing. Like she's going to die. Now this is what also showing you that the reason why I don't put points and stuff like in console version and miscellaneous crafting until we get to the updates of Alpha 16. This is a watered down version of Alpha 16. It still has spam crafting, not as much as how Oh, and I'm also hungry, so it's time to go back and grind. And I gotta get that airdrop. That's where I got the Yucca fruit from. Okay. What's cooking? I have 4 bacon and eggs, so let's eat some bacon and eggs. Okay, so that's good. Now it's time to drink something. Drink some more. Alright, I'm good with water. Alright. Now that I sated my thirst and my hunger, now if you look on the map, you see my little base that I started right there, with that little square. When you do things on the map, such as dig holes or put a frame down that marks out a certain area, what happens is it makes the mark on the map. It makes it like a POI or a landmark on the map. So just to keep that in mind, a little tidbit for y'all to work on, think about. Break that. Now I'm gonna cut down this tree, this pine tree, like so, because it's in my area. And look how much from my stone axe, I would have probably got half of that much. Now that I got an iron fire tool, fire axe, I net a lot more resources when I use it. And it gives me a seed. So now it looks a little bit open and refreshed. Now what we're going to do here, oh, I should never did that, but that's good enough. I'm gonna dig one down. And the reason why I'm digging one down, because you want your frames and your stuff to be on ground level, so zombies don't have to, they don't be hitting these blocks. It becomes floor. Plus I'm getting up more dirt and soil. And dirt is good if you're in another biome, such as the desert biome, who don't have soil to grow plants in. This is the reason why you would get it, so you can grow plants. You can grow plants with regular dirt soil. made a mistake. I should never did that. But it's all good. I can recoup this. Now also keep an eye out to see if any zombies are around your spot, because sometimes a wandering horde can come up when you're working in particular areas. You want to keep a mind on that as well, on your environment. They don't like to see you working against them. They want your brains. So, now that's done. Now we put our frames back down, and that becomes the borderline where everything's gonna come together. And this is gonna be a pole defense, and I'm gonna show you why. And this particular version, pole defense, is actually good because it gives you more experience and gives you a little bit more experience. Plus, you get to work on a lot of. It is not that hard to maintain, and I'll show you why. Okay. Now this is a 9x9 cage. Pole defense that I'm building. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a new floor in my cage by getting up all this dirt in here. So as I'm going along, we're going to get all this dirt up. In most cases you would dump this dirt, but I'm going to show you why you should keep it sometimes. If you need to fix up or make a quick patch job, you can make clumps of dirt to fix up holes that you might find in things if you make a mistake. And I'll show you in a minute. Alright. Now that's clear. But let's say for instance I make a mistake. Like if I had a high quality one. Oops, I made a hole. So what I will do is I will go here and I will go choose a particular ground type. Doesn't really matter. So let's say we're in a forest or grassy one. So we're in the grassy ground. I make a grassy ground. Now watch what happens. I make a grassy ground. Now I take this grassy ground, put it in my inventory box, and now it's fixed. Like nothing ever happened. So just keep that in mind. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm gonna find a dead center. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dead center. And we're going to make, because we gotta build a floor in here. Now, I'm gonna take this out, and I'm gonna take that out. And then we're gonna fill this all in. Now I have my new floor with 2 holes, and I'll explain that in a minute. Now we got our floor basically taken care of, and you see how that's on the map? We have our floor taken care of. Let's go get that I'll need that later. Let's go get this drop. Or did I get it? Then I'm gonna find myself a clay deposit farther away from my base in my tunnel, because I don't like big holes that I can't put in. But also with the dirt, you also realize that you can use to make mushroom spores, which is like mushroom seeds. So also keep that in mind as well. I'm heading in the right direction. Let's just be on this road. We're going to get this airdrop because sometimes it has really good stuff in here. Also, we're going to see if we can do a little boulder crashing. Remember them resource block boulders I told you about? Now that I have a better tool, I can net more resources from them. By collecting some wood while I'm coming in this general direction. Zed. Oh, we see some houses up here. Alright, there's the X. Always check those. You never know, I might have a schematic in there. Alright, so there's my supply drop. Not bad. Not good, but it's not bad either. Only thing that was good was the first aid kit. Sometimes they have schematics in those. Now generally I should have been chopping down trees on the way over here. But I want to make sure I have enough stuff in my inventory to hold this stuff. Now watch. So I get two now, but when I start getting still, this is called boulder crashing. You go to these resource boxes and you keep. But when you get still, that's when all bets are off and you get a lot more for these. You get resources for these, and these become like awesome. Zombie there, there's a clay patch over there. That's also sand, stone, and metal sometimes. Be careful, because you can run into a bear in here. Now, get enough wood. I need to keep it high. There it is. Alright, now generally these brown spots will give you clay. And these are good because they have a lot of resources here that we can use. So we're going to get up some clay and some stone, and I'm going to show you why. Somebody hit me. Another crawler. What the hell's wrong with you? Alright. Because we're going to end it up in a little bit. Damn it! Breaking my ankle dealing with you. Damn it, sprained my ankle. Yeah, that's why those crawling ones are pretty dangerous because they can sprain your ankle not only if you fall from high distances or high vault from high areas of height or really high areas. You can sprain your ankle, possibly break your leg. If my leg was sprained and he hit it, he can possibly break my leg, which impedes my impedes me walking and anything whatsoever. First thing, I'm going to take this off of my map. Because it's no longer there. So we're going to get some more resources up. Because I need some metal, iron. Also, I need stone, but I also need clay. You definitely want to keep an eye in case you see a bear. I'm not strong enough right at this point in the game. But this is where I'm going to end it right here. I'm going to get some more resources and we're going to pick up on episode 14 where we're going to try to finish up our base. Our horror base. And we're going to pick up to that. Hopefully we can finish it, our horde base, by day 6. Which we should, because we're on a good start. We already got the floor down, foundation down. I'm just going to collect, this episode is more or less collecting more resources. I already got the foundation. Everything, once the foundation is done, everything else is going to fall into place. It's going to be real quick. Quick 9x9 base, and then we'll, as I said, I'll explain why I'm going to use the pole defense instead of the cage to get more experience through the Horde Night, because, as I said, if you're not progressing, you're stagnant in this game, you're not going anywhere. You always have to progress in this game. So thank y'all for coming out. Make sure you hit them like, subscribe, comment, share. Hit the notification button. Check me out on Twitch. I know lately I'm not been keeping up with my schedule, but I do apologize about that. But I'm gonna get back on there. I'm gonna have a schedule. Back probably in springtime and summer, I'll be streaming a lot more. So just stay in tune with your boy, and I'll be back yet again with another some more content for you. Thank you. Stay safe, back up them sleeves, and have a great day.